Today I want to start with a story about kindness. It was a kindness that was shown to me when I was 16 years old. The piece that I'll be playing later in this video is a song that I wrote for my grandmother. She was sent home to be taken care of by hospice as she was living out her final days, and she was in our house, in the room that was adjacent to the piano room. And she loved to listen to the piano, so my mother would have me play every day, even though I'm not an immaculate pianist. Every day I would go in and I would sit down and I'd try to play something, and eventually I started to just create something of my own. So the piece I'll be playing is something that I just came up with. It's not fancy or impressive. It's just something that I wrote that I still remember because I played it for my grandmother. Now, the kindness that I'm talking about in this story is not that. It's actually something that happened to me after my grandmother passed. I had been going through that melancholy that you don't really know how to define after somebody dies. I had dealt with death before, but never in my house. And also witnessing my mother, losing her mother, was a different experience. And about a week afterwards, I went to a bonfire at a lake with some friends. And I was sitting at the water, being unusually quiet. And a guy who was there started to sing the song Dust in the Wind, which sounds ridiculous, but at the time Old School was really popular, and he probably has no recollection of doing this for me, but I remember. It's been more than 15 years and I still remember that him doing something so out of the ordinary for me in that moment made me feel good. And like I said, it was such a long time ago and I could still remember the way it made me feel. It's like that Maya Angelou quote. You remember how people make you feel. So, as we're going through this odd moment, I just wanted to remind everybody about how kindness sticks with us. Even if it seems insignificant, something that you've done or said to somebody, they can still remember it 15 years later and you don't even know what you did. So now I'm going to begin the piece called Grandmother's Song.